the end of the day, as I always say, man, I'm a Dallas Cowboys hard here first. You know, I live this team, I breathe this team, I'm passionate about it. This is what it's really about. The game is just excellent. Like Cowboys Nation was not us, but what I can control is repping my team, repping my star, supporting my team, and giving it all I got.
Turn up,
What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, Cowboys Nation. The Cowboys never let you have a chilled night. You know what I'm saying? I was kicking back, playing Madden with some of my college roommates, dog walking them boys. And like I said in my previous video, phone was blowing up, phone was going crazy. Phone was just going crazy. And I was like, what is going on? What's going on? Why is my phone blowing up? Why is everybody calling me? I'm locked in. I'm locked in on Madden, right? So after I get done with my game, I go to Twitter and I see the Dallas Cowboys have made a trade. And the Cowboys have made a trade for Trey Lance. Are we kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me, man? And listen, I see y'all, man. I see y'all, and we are going to turn on the phone lines. We are going to talk this out, right? But I'm going to say this, Cowboys Nation. If you're upset about this move, you shouldn't be. If you are upset, if you're scratching your head thinking, why would the Cowboys do this? You shouldn't be. You should be jumping on couches right now. You should stop everything you're doing right now and go live. Because I feel good right now. I feel great right now, y'all. This is an incredible move. And I'll tell you why. Like I said in my previous video, right? We went back, we got Stephon Gilmore. Whew, salute. Salute, right? We went and got Brandon Cooks. Yeah. Salute. Excellent move. Signed Donovan Wilson. Brought back Dan Quinn. We got Mozzie. Fixed that hole in the boat. Like, we've been making moves this off season. But if you follow me closely, what's one of the things besides the kicker, right? Besides the kicker, what's the one thing I've been saying that I feel like can really derail our season? If Dak Prescott gets nicked up and has to miss 4, 5, 6 games for whatever reason, hamstring, calf, thumb, elbow, shoulder, whatever it may be. I know that the national media lied to y'all last year. I know they did, y'all. I was a part of it. I know the national media lied to y'all. Cooper Rush, right? We was winning games. Cooper Rush, right? Nah, bro. Nah, Cooper Rush was not winning games. That offense was horrible when Dak Prescott was out. Defense carried us throughout that juncture. Special teams, and then also the run game, right? It wasn't Cooper Rush. So I've been saying we don't have a competent quarterback that if something was to happen to Dak Prescott, we don't have to press, right? We don't have to press, right? So think about the team that we lost to with the 49ers, right? You had Jimmy G last year. He kind of went down. They had a 7th round pick guy. And Brock Purdy stepped in, played big, won games, right? Won playoff games, beat us. You know what I'm saying? That helps. That helps, right? I feel like when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, and this is something we haven't done since pretty much Dak Prescott. We did it in 2020 with Andy Dalton, right? But we just never had a guy with any upside potential, with any at the quarterback position, right? And when you do that, it changes things, y'all. It changes things, right? This isn't a move of Dak versus Trey Lance, right? Trey Lance, right? This isn't that move. This isn't that move. Trey Lance versus Dak. Now, the media, they're going to come out there and make it that. They're going to make it that, right? Because there was Twitter spaces years ago talking about Trey Lance versus Dak Prescott. Oh, I'm sure ESPN, who's been laying people off, Disney, whose stock is tanking, they're saying thank you. They're saying thank you. Thank you, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys gods, for saving us to give us something to talk about. So they're going to talk about Trey Lance and Dak, Trey Lance versus Dak. We're not doing that. This is an insurance policy. Like I said in my previous video, you got an iPhone, right? Right? You have an iPhone. All of y'all, if you're smart, all of y'all got a case on your iPhone, right? You got a case, you got a protector, some type of protector. So if you drop it, your heart skips a little bit, but you're okay. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and our iPhone and Dak Prescott, if that cracked, it was broke. Season's broke. Season's broke, right? So getting Trey Lance, getting a young guy with tremendous upside, has a lot of value, extremely athletic, and you're placing him with the quarterback coach and Mike McCarthy, and you have talent. And you have talent surrounding him. He will be perfectly fine. This move made all the sense in the world. Now, here is my only drawback to the move, I would say, right? I would say, oh, well, you should have just got a quarterback in the draft and you could have did it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have got DTR. We marked DTR a lot of times the Dallas Cowboys doing draft content. You know, you had Aiden O'Connell. You got, some of those other guys. You could have said the Cowboys should have drafted a quarterback, right, in the draft. Okay, if that's your stance, I get it. But a mid-round pick, I think it's a 4th round pick or a 5th round pick, to get the third overall pick in the NFL draft just a few years ago, You should not be upset by any means, right? Y'all should not. And we're going to turn the phone lines here in a second, but there is no logical reason why you can explain this was a bad move. This was an incredible move. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it for a 4th round pick for next year to get a quality starting quarterback who just hasn't gotten much opportunity. Like, nah, bro. Nah, there's really no way you could spin this as a horrible pick. Now, is Trey Young still going through the growth process and growing pains of being a young quarterback in the NFL? Absolutely, right? But we're not leaning on him to start week 1. You know what I'm saying? We're not leaning on him to start week 1. He doesn't need to be ready for the Giants. He doesn't need to be. He's just in case. He is. An insurance policy if something was to happen to Dak Prescott, right? That's what it is. So don't get clickbaited. Watch the hips, not the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming, y'all. They Monday morning, I guarantee you, I would bet everybody in the chat that Monday morning, the very first topic that you're going to hear about will be Dak Prescott versus Trey Lance, right? But this isn't that. This isn't that for this season. Now, here's where it kind of get, okay. Well, you know, I'll hear you, right? We can kind of top. We do know Dak Prescott is coming up on a contract, right? Not this year, but down the road, right? So let's say, for instance, they sit back and Dak doesn't get it done, right? Let's say, for instance, Dak Prescott is the quarterback that all the haters have said he is, right? He just can't get it done. Well, got a young guy right there, right? You got a young guy right there that you can build up and mold, right? So, you know, like I said, don't think about this as Dak versus Trey Lance. Nah. This is an insurance policy for Dak Prescott, which we needed, y'all. Y'all watch Cooper Rush. Y'all watch these preseason games. Y'all watch Will Grier. Do you think in a tight division, the Dallas Cowboys could go on the road to Philadelphia and beat the Eagles with Will Grier? Now, we knew last year that Cooper Rush game, it was false hope. Like, hey, maybe our defense, maybe when you start playing as tough as our schedule is, you know, the division's a lot tougher this year. You got teams like the Seahawks late in the year. You got to play the Dolphins. You got to play. Cooper Rush and Will Grier's not getting y'all through that, y'all. We literally did in our last show. What did we do in our last show, y'all? What did we do in our last show? We put Cooper Rush and Will Grier on practice squad because what did we all say? Nobody's going to snatch them up. Cooper Rush was a free agent, right? Everyone talked about Rush Mania. Rush Mania. The Cowboys could replace Dak with Rush. He's winning ball games. Y'all forget Cooper Rush was a free agent. He was able to go wherever he wanted to go. He got one offer. He got one more offer than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah. This is a good depth piece to get a young quarterback that has a lot of talent. Also, if you do want to run some of these packages where he can use his legs and do different things and let him take the punishment versus your franchise quarterback in Dak Prescott, you can do that. If you want to do a little hurt season. If you want to do a little hurt season, I'm not doing that with Dak Prescott. I'm doing it with Trey Lance. Think about this, right? When Philly last year, right? Because we were still in a tight race. As good as Philly's season was last year, we were still in a tight race. If we didn't trick off Green Bay and also, you know, the Jaguars game, we were in a tight race for the division. But they had a guy, right? They had a guy who's played in some big games, right? That was comfortable, that can keep things afloat until Jalen Hurts return. You know what I'm saying? Think about this, bro. Think about how many points we had to put up on Christmas to compete with the Eagles, right? You know what I'm saying? So Minshew was doing some work out there, right? Cooper Rush couldn't have won that game. Cooper Rush couldn't put up 35 or 40. It just wasn't happening. So I love it. I love that the Cowboys sat back and said, I like Cooper Rush. He's a good guy. He's probably still going to be on the roster as quarterback 3. I like Will Grier. He's young, but what if there's a hole in our boat right here? What does this mean for our season? They went over there and they patched it up. And that's what makes me happy as a Cowboys fan. That's what makes me happy as a Cowboys fan, is that we're being proactive, not reactive. Because if we're sitting out there and something, knock on wood, happens to Dak, and we're all sitting there thinking, damn, Giants are second in the division, Eagles are first, we're tied with Washington right now. You lose all hope. You have a quarterback that's young, talented, with arm strength, that can use his legs, can do a lot of different things if coached right and placed in the right system. Salute to my girl Aisha Morrison. She's been telling you how this system has even helped Cooper Rush. How this system, the simplified system, has helped Will Grier. Think about what this system is going to do for someone who's actually talented like Trey Lance. Where you're not doing a lot of thinking. Getting the ball out quickly. Just get to CeeDee Lamb, bro. Get to CeeDee Lamb. Just get the ball to Tony Pollard. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Cowboys Nation, if you're upset about this trade, feel free. We're about to turn on the phone lines, y'all, but I had to double check, you know what I'm saying? Because while I was scrolling through Twitter, I saw it. Y'all know how Twitter is, you know what I'm saying? Troll accounts and this and that and that. I was like, all right, let me double check just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure that, this is legit.
You
and
are
once
the
I
only
found out it was legit, man,
conference.
I stopped it all. Man. I stopped it all, dropped the video, and came live, man, because I know this is something to talk about. Yo, my guy DMV says send him a link. Hold on, let me get you right, DMV. Hold on 1 second here, bro. Let me get my guy DMV and send you a link. Where you want me to send you to you, bro? I'll send to you on Twitter. Let me see my guy DMV link real quick, man. But we're going to turn the phone lines on here. Like I said, let me know how y'all feel. Yeah, my guy Jerry says, I thought I was trolled too. Like, let me double check this, because you know how Twitter be. It be on some weirdo stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me double check. But when I saw it, I'm like, all right. There we go. All right, so we got the phone lines on 339-207-8118. Go ahead and call in. DMV, just give me a call, bro. Just give me a call. Let's pipe you in that way. It'll probably be easier. So I don't know if I can send it to you on the link. So go ahead, give me a call, DMV. We'll get you in. But listen, y'all, how y'all feeling, man? Chat, let me know. And so Landon, you asked a good question. Do we give him snaps tomorrow? And what did Kodak Black say on Breakfast Club? I hope so. I'm not sure. Now, I know you got to go through, different protocols and different things like that, right? So I'm not sure, but I would love to see Trey Lance play tomorrow. Really, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be good for him. Because I think the talk was that Will Grier was going to get a bulk of the snaps. Like, I think Will Grier was going to get a bulk of the snaps. So Trey Lance given the opportunity, then we'll let him go. So let's see here. All right, we got the full phone lines. Let's go ahead and get it lit. Let's start here. Boom. All right, caller, state your name.
B-Bird.
Where are you from?
B-Bird.
B-Bird, what's going on with you, my guy?
Not much. How you doing, man?
Good, man. So talk to me, B-Bird, bro. How you feeling about this trade?
So I was actually on the phone with my son from college, and we were talking about something serious. He said, "Whoa!" I was like, "What?"
Right.
Man, we just got Trey Lance. So
Right.
One of the things I'll tell you, and I'm just going to tell you my concerns. Put it that way.
Right.
We got Cooks this year, and I rather Cooks over OBJ. My son, he's a Cowboy fan. He's 19, and we were talking. He said, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, because with OBJ, I said that and the Cowboys and the media, those things don't really go together. Any little thing that would happen with OBJ is going to be magnified." Right. I said, Cooks, you get the same productivity, but you get a laid-back personality.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about them doing that. The thing I'm concerned about here is that the noise that it's going to make, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing that it's going to bring to me, it's always a thing when you have an established quarterback like you have with Dak, you don't necessarily bring anybody in there that's even thought to be challenging to him. And so with Trey Lance coming in, of course, Undisputed is going to pick that up.
Right.
First Take's going to pick it up. Everybody's going to pick it up and make a big thing out of it. So there's going to be some noise there.
Right.
The thing that also makes the noise also is the fact that Dak really, contracts come up next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, when people say that, this is not Dak's competition, let me tell you, in all actuality, it's not. We're basically saying a guy that couldn't beat out the two guys at San Francisco going to come over and beat out a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. That's not going to happen. But the problem I have with that is that what is Dak's thinking about, like, for his future? Like, this may not be Trey Lance's year this year, but, so if you're Dak, you're saying, why are they getting this guy? I mean, what does this mean for my future? What does it mean for next 2024, 2025? I don't necessarily want my franchise quarterback to be thinking that. I want him to be thinking about football only, not his standings with the organization. I'll listen to you on that.
Yeah. So, but what I'll say is this, B-Bird. Dak's a grown man, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's part of the business, right? Nobody should be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody, like we've seen Ezekiel Elliott just get replaced by Tony Pollard. Like we've seen so many players get replaced by youth. Like hell, we saw Dak Prescott get his opportunity with Tony Romo, right? So, here's the thing. All Dak got to do is go perform, and I don't think it's going to be a competition this year. Now, you said about the contract. When we talk about this next year after this season, we'll see where the chips fall, and then that will be a conversation. But for the Cowboys standpoint, it gives you that comfortability to say, you know what, if Dak just isn't that guy, right? Let's say, for instance, we get there, we get to the wild card game, and Dak plays horrible and we lose. You know what I'm saying? Like they have an insurance policy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be something Dak needs to look over his shoulder, but it's part of football. Like it's part of football. Like, RG3 went through it. Kirk Cousins went through it. Like a lot of people go through it. Hey, hold on.
I agree with that though, brother. The reason why, if you name me the top 7 quarterbacks in the league, they don't have anybody on their roster that could supplant those guys. They don't. You don't really build your backup quarterbacks to be similar to what we had in Cooper Rush and somebody like that. That's happy to be a number 2 quarterback. That's not threatening the number 1. Mm-hmm. That's after you have an established franchise quarterback, which I think Dak Prescott is. Well, you can't name me nobody else on anybody else's roster, any other franchise quarterbacks that have somebody that's threatening them on the roster.
Well, I mean, not as of now, but if you think about it, look what the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts, right? They had Carson Wentz, he had a pretty good season the year they went to the Super Bowl, right? And then they went and drafted a guy at number 2. I mean, hell, Aaron Rodgers. You had Aaron Rodgers, who was a 2-time MVP, a Super Bowl champion. They went and got Jordan Love too. Like, there's always going to be pressure. Now, it's up to you to live to the standard, not get replaced, but you shouldn't just be safe. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't just be safe. And granted, it's the Dallas Cowboys. There's going to be noise anyways. Dak will be perfectly fine. I think he's going to be a big mentor to Trey Lance. And like I said, it's just an insurance policy if Dak was to go down, because we've seen year after year after year, maybe it's not something major, but it's something. It's something, whether it's a calf, whether it's the thumb or whatever it is. There's been something going on with Dak Prescott, and we don't want to be forced into bad situations. So this is a good way to make sure that we're not going through it. But B-Bird, I appreciate you. We got a lot of callers.
Let me say one thing, if you don't mind.
Okay.
One thing before you leave. The 2 examples you gave, those are examples that the other player did take over.
Right.
And so it's just interesting that happened, because that's the examples that you gave. And so, it is what it is.
Right.
But, hey, man, I appreciate you letting me get on, bro.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, I think I got my guy DMV here. Let's see here. Yo, DMV, what's going on with you, bro?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me nice and clear?
Yeah, you good. What's going on with you, my guy?
Man, hey, dog, I love the trade.
Right.
I love the trade.
Right.
I love the trade, and the reason that I love the trade is that Dallas, over the last couple of years, have been looking for a mid-round quarterback to kind of supplant Cooper Rush anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so Trey Lance is young. Obviously, Mike McCarthy has, he probably still has, I guess, sources or people that he's still close to in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably knows, the ins and outs of this kid, man. Mm-hmm. So, not Green Bay, but
San Fran, yeah, right. San Fran, so, right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this sounds like a Mike McCarthy move, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. This seems like a Mike McCarthy go get a quarterback, and I like it because honestly, he's not somebody that's going to obviously threaten Dak Prescott. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
But see, people don't look at things like this. We talk about things like this, though.
Mm-hmm.
What New England has done for years at the quarterback position.
Right.
They'll draft quarterbacks, they'll trade for quarterbacks, you develop them, and then you flip them.
Right.
And people develop him a little bit over the next couple years,
mm-hmm.
over his rookie deal,
mm-hmm.
and then for something more than what they got in their 4th round pick that they invested in them.
Right.
And I think that it's a wonderful move, personally.
Right.
And people got to look at it this way, right? Because I know you, and I've watched your tweets when it comes to Cooper Rush.
Right.
I think Cooper Rush is an okay backup.
Right.
it has better pedigree than Cooper Rush.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He just does. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People have to look at it this way. Will Grier, we weren't happy with what we're seeing from Will Grier right now.
Facts.
So if you can upgrade with your third quarterback being Trey Lance right now, you're going to have 3 quarterbacks on the roster anyway.
Right.
So it's a no-brainer.
And here's what I'll also say, y'all, because I see a lot of people saying we're going to have to deal with it. We were going to have to deal with it regardless of who we got. Let's say, for instance, the Dallas Cowboys got a 6th-round pick and we got Aiden O'Connell, right? We were going to have to deal with it. Let's say, for instance, the Cowboys went and drafted Clayton Tune. As soon as Clayton Tune threw his first big throw in preseason, it was going to be a media circus regardless, y'all, because they made it with Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's the thing is, like, I'm not worried about the media circus because it just is what it is. It's going to happen regardless. I'm just looking from the Cowboys standpoint. And like you said, DMV, we're in a situation where like I said, I don't want it to happen, but not all hope is lost. You know what I'm saying? Not all hope is lost. I feel like Trey Lance would be a kid that can come in and really still give this team a spark if everything kind of remains intact and keep things afloat. We lost to it, y'all. We lost to San Francisco and Brock Purdy because they had a guy who came in who had some tremendous upside, because a lot of people think like, oh, Brock Purdy kind of came out of nowhere. No, Brock Purdy was slanging that pill. Y'all know I covered the Big 12 at Iowa State. He had all of it. You know what I'm saying? He just slipped in the draft. So when you have that young guy, it's an element of surprise. Trey Lance can use his legs, you know what I'm saying? He just needs to go through the processing, but he'll still have the talent and that defense around him. We could keep things afloat, man. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. It caught me off guard, bro. I do not know, DMV, whose team is this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. So,
hey, bro, and even think about this, right? Who does Trey Lance, when you look at his college tape, who does he remind you of?
Dak Prescott.
Absolutely. So we got a quarterback with the same traits, bro.
Right. Yeah. And best believe we're going to get to the film. Yeah, we're going to get to the film, man. Absolutely. This is a segment from my guy, JT Sullivan, who already chopped off film, so I had to get to it quickly. But we're definitely going to take a look at Trey Lance, the good, the bad, the ugly. But you know what I'm saying? He definitely has upside, man. But, yo, I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. We got tons of callers, man, so I want to make sure we get to everybody, man. But let everybody know where they can find you, man. We'll probably go live again later because we got so much to talk about. Let everybody know they can find you, my guy.
DMV Fanatic on YouTube and DMV Fanatic on Twitter, man. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. All right. We got a full house, man. Y'all just be patient, man. We want to make sure all these callers get their time, but also just be, you know what I'm saying, make sure they're cognizant of other people waiting, you know what I'm saying? So as my guy BJ Nix will say, land the plane quickly. Let's get it, man. Hey, caller, state your name, where you from? Professor.
Sam, what's up, Jay Tuck?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, my guy, man? Hey, so how are you feeling about this move, man?
Man, listen, bro. I'm excited and shocked at the same time because I didn't think they would make this trade. I thought maybe the trade was going to come with maybe, you know, getting the kid, getting Taylor out of the Colts or something like that to really put us over the top and make that running back room even more solid. But, hey, man, listen, we needed a young dude, man. I mean, that can come in, learn. Dak, we don't have to rush him because we got Dak, but also put a little pressure on Dak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all we need. We Dak don't have no pressure on him. He has nobody that's pushing him. Right. You know, and that's something you need in sports. You need somebody that's going to give you a little kick in the ass and let you know, listen, I'm coming for your spot. Cooper Rush is not doing that. Real Grizz not doing that. Right. You know.
Yeah.
So that's my thing, man. I feel good about it. It's kind of shocking that the 49ers would trade him to us.
Right.
That's weird.
Right.
That's weird to me.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
I'll be damned if I'm a trade. The Eagles never going to trade us anybody.
Well, hell, I mean, the Eagles traded with us to let us get Micah Parsons. So, you know, maybe there's something with that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I mean, no, would be funny, y'all, because we do have San Francisco on the rock, you know what I'm saying, on the schedule, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let Trey Lance go out there Cook the 49ers.
Yeah, but again, and that's what I'm saying. Like we got an inside track on the offense now. I mean, it's something that he can get in the film room with the defense with Dan Quinn and be like, listen, this is where they going with this.
Right.
So it's going to give us a leg up, even though we did a damn good job on them last year. And I think we're going to have a number this year.
Right.
I just think that it's just weird them doing it. But hey, we'll take it, man. I'm happy with it. Again, I'm glad we got a young dude that can come in and actually study the game.
Right.
Because this dude got a raw deal too, man.
Right.
I mean, he came out and they already automatically said that he wasn't going to start.
Right.
Now you come in, he get hurt the year after that, he get hurt again. You know what I'm saying? It's just non-stop with this kid. He just need an opportunity to sit back for a little while and let chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Learn the offense.
Right.
Learn how a real program works. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens, you know?
Yeah, exactly, man. But hey, my guy, man, appreciate you, man. Thanks again, man, for the cologne, man. You got me fire out here. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime, man, anytime, bro. I'm actually putting a package together now for myself because me and my wife about to head to St. Lucia tomorrow.
Oh, okay, man. Enjoy, man.
So I'm putting
a
package together for myself. So, hey, man, anytime, man. You got my personal digits.
Yeah.
Hit me up anytime.
Hey, appreciate you, my guy, man. Right? Safe travels, man. Y'all enjoy that.
All right, thank you.
All right. Keep the calls coming. Like I said, we're chilling, man. It's kind of improv, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of improv. We had to go. But I was like, let me get the phone line set up, man, because I know y'all want to talk. So let's go ahead and get it. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Justin.
What's going on, Justin, man? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Good, man. I just wanted to say that I think it's a good, solid trade. You got to put a little pressure on Dak. But I also think I'm wondering if maybe we could have a package for him, or use them on scout team in preparation for these mobile quarterbacks, including Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. My guy Professor O just said that. I think Dave Hellman. Let me go to their comments. So yeah, Dave Hellman said that they might have kind of use him in the red zone, kind of in a Taysom Hill type as well role. So like I said, if you want to kind of have a mobile quarterback that can get out the pocket and do some of these types of things where you're kind of seeing that really translate in the NFL level. You're not going to do it with Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying this even about the Eagles, right? We know what Jalen Hurts did last year and what he's capable of, but he is your franchise quarterback making millions and millions of dollars. I'm not putting that type of punishment on him. I'm going to go get Marcus Mariota for a cheap value and let him kind of worm around. And if he gets hit, you know what I'm saying? If he gets clipped, he gets clipped, right? So I think we can do the same thing. If you want to get down the red zone, run the RPOs or run the options, kind of get into your power game a little bit. Don't do it with Dak, do it with Trey Lance, right? So there's going to be some packages for him. He's not just going to be sitting there holding the clipboard, but he has tremendous upside. I don't think he's going to put any pressure on Dak Prescott. The only way Trey Lance could put pressure on Dak Prescott is if Dak gets hurt and Trey Lance, Dak Prescott, or if Dak Prescott just falls off a cliff, which I don't expect him to do. So, this isn't that type of acquisition. This is more of an insurance policy. Still there, Justin? I think we lost him. All right. This got a new caller. Yo, caller, state your name, where you're from.
This is Chris.
What's going on, Chris, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, can you hear me? All right?
Yeah, you're good. You're good, my guy.
All right, bet. Man, I'm happy for this pick, man. But at the same time, I got my best friend who's the biggest Dak hater. He's on my ass saying, Trey Lance is going to be the starter. Dak is that. Like, bro, nah.
Right,
bro.
right.
I even told him, man, Trey Lance is good. He's a developmental quarterback who could be good in the future if Dak struggles again.
Right.
I didn't put out the picture that he can't be a starter. I'm just saying, right now, he is not going to be the quarterback. And he's like telling me, like, no, he's not a developmental quarterback. Like, bro, I don't want to do that. But hey, man, if anyone really thinks this is like a Brett Favre versus freaking Aaron Rodgers thing, no,
not at all.
And the thing I love about this is, Mike McCarthy is the quarterback guru, bro. He knows how to develop quarterbacks. So, I'm really excited about this. He's going to be a great second string. I don't think Cooper Rush can really beat him out unless Cooper Rush knows a lot more about the offense.
Right.
But yeah, he's going to be great. I love his running ability, even though we all make fun of Hurts and how he's a running back and stuff.
Right.
But I really like it. I hope we use Trey Lance in the option game at times, like Mark Mariota did in Las Vegas to replace freaking Derek Carr at some times. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stuff like that. I know Mike McCarthy and Schottenheimer can draw up those type of plays, and overall, I'm just excited. And he still has, 2 years on his deal plus the fifth-year option?
Right, exactly. So, and a fifth-year option. Right.
So when it comes to the fifth-year option, does it just depend on, like, if he played or not and how much it would be? Or is it more like just how much it is by where he was drafted?
Yeah, so when it comes to the fifth-year option, they have the right to exercise. They can choose not to exercise and use the fifth-year option. But if they do, it kind of just goes off the value of where he was, drafted third overall. So, but the Cowboys.
How much do you think that would be if we did go through the fifth round thing?
I don't know. Someone to calculate. I mean, that's going to be futuristic down the road. Depends on the market, what his fifth-year option would be to pick up. But what does someone say? What is this? What is he getting this year? I haven't looked at his contract, but let's see. If we cut Cooper Rush, you can save $2 million. I'll have to look at that. And get that back to you because I don't know. I don't have his contract pulled up.
And I really can't wait. I know hopefully you'll do a breakdown of Trey, whether it's college or NFL preseason or whatever. So I'm really excited. I want to see what his strengths and weaknesses are and what he really needs to work on because I haven't really watched a lot of him. Right. So I can't wait, man. Thank you for taking my call.
No problem, my guy, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, my guy, Professor O, said if it's around $20 million, we're not picking up his fifth-year option around. If we're going to pick up his fifth-year option, he's going to be the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? So that's further down the road.
Yeah, Dak would just have to do horribly or get really injured. Right. Just keep getting injured. So. Right. But exactly. I really think Dak have a bounce back year. But thanks for taking my call. You have a great day, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Bye.
All right. Just keep them coming. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. I'm still sore as hell. I'm not sure if y'all got y'all wisdom teeth pulled before. And mine is still supposed to be sore, man. It's almost been a whole week. I'm still getting headaches and all that stuff, man. This ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to fight through it tonight for y'all. Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from? Yo. Yo, what's going on with you?
Hey, J Tuck, man. Sir, how you doing, man?
Good, man. Chilling on a Friday. Well, I was chilling on a Friday night, and the Cowboys said, nah, Tuck, put the controller down. There's going to be work to do. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. I love the fact the Cowboys did this. I think more than anything, people saying that this is a message to Dak. I think it's more of a message to Tom Francis, his agent.
Good.
Because everybody knows this. The Cowboys been trying to get a deal done with Dak before training camp. And what would you do? Because we all know the Cowboys, Jerry Jones boys, they know how to negotiate as far as business. So what happens, J Tuck, when someone makes you upset? You go do something like this. Because Tom Francis might have said no, he might have said no, we're just going to wait. So what the Cowboys did, so okay, you're going to wait, we're going to get a player. Not only any type of player, but a player that has the talent to threaten your guy. And so I think this is a move from the Cowboys, like the first shot across Tom Francis' bow. Like, what you going to do? What's your next step?
Right.
Because this gives them some part of leverage because the guy can play. I remember you talked about him when he was coming out. Everybody was talking about him.
Right. Yeah.
Now, it was no disagreement if he was a third-round pick. Everybody said he was the second to first.
Right.
Some people were shocked that he was a number 6 pick.
Well, remember the 49ers trade up to go get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they moved up to go get him. You know?
Yeah. I think the fans got to realize, too, we have that one more year. So we have for this year and next year. So, and if you think about all our big-ticket items, Michael Parsons and CeeDee Lamb, we can still wait. So if the Cowboys, I hope they don't do this, if they want to pay the $59 million next year, as all y'all new media have said, they can.
Right.
They really can. They can't move money around to do so.
Right.
Well, guess what, guys? They give Trey Lance another year.
Mm-hmm.
If Scott Francis really want to play games with the Cowboys, you know what? Cool. We go ahead. We pay you the $15 million. Let's do you.
Right.
Then say bye-bye. Mm-hmm. And guess what? You have a rookie on a rookie deal contract, and you can pay Michael Parsons wherever you want. Mm-hmm. You can pay Steve Lamb wherever you want. It opens back up your want. That's why people like young quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. And as the caller said before me, you have him for 3 years.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So for the Cowboys, to me, I think it's a good move.
Yeah.
And you were saying it with your last caller, he is just like that. He's 6'4", 225 pounds. He was a 4.5. He got on. Mm-hmm. What more do you want?
Yeah, he's very similar. He's very similar, right? So it's like, yeah, it was an excellent move. Honestly, I didn't see it coming, right? You know what I'm saying? I did not see it coming, but this moves. It helps two stones, right, for the Cowboys. You have your insurance policy for this year. If something was to happen, he's capable of keeping. Because remember, right? I forgot who was the starting quarterback the year Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl. He didn't start that full year. Didn't someone go down? So there's been situations. Professor O saying 5th-year option will be around $21.5 million. So, yeah, if they're going to give him the 5th year, he's going to be the quarterback. But, yeah, there's been numerous situations. I mean, we saw what happened with the Eagles and Nick Foles. Like, do we feel like if Dak Prescott was to go down, Cooper Rush could still get us to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. If Dak Prescott went down, season's over, it's draft season. You know what I'm saying? But now we don't want it to happen. If it does, it's like, okay, I can take that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay. And honestly, it's never like that as a Cowboys fan. It's always like, damn, Tony Romo went down, season's over. Tony Romo went down, season's over. And then just happened to be 1 year, Tony Romo went down, and we had a player that was very similar to Trey Lance just sitting right there. And look how that season happened. Right. So, it's of course, y'all, like I said, pick a quarterback. If the Cowboys had just picked up the phone and called me while I was playing Madden and said, J Tuck, we want you to come out here to Frisco for the quarterback to compete, it would have been a circus. It was going to be a circus regardless of any backup quarterback. They did it with Cooper Rush. When we got Andy Dalton, it was Andy Dalton. Y'all remember when Garrett Gilbert played versus the Steelers and he looked good? They thought that it was going to happen regardless. If we would have got Jameis Winston, it would have been Jameis Winston. If we would have got, Derek Carr, it would have been like, it was going to happen because we're the Dallas Cowboys. So don't let the media fool you into the circus. The circus was going to happen, but this is a good insurance policy, not only for the season, but also if Todd France does want to play games, then you got a little buffer. You got a little buffer. You got a bridge so you can work things out, man. But I appreciate you for calling in, my guy. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for rocking with us, my guy.
Anytime, Jacob. Bye.
Appreciate it. All right, keep them coming. We got about 5 people lined up. Let me see here. And bam, let's see. Yo, caller, state your name, where you're from. Caller.
Hey, sorry I had you on mute.
Are you good?
Travis from Phoenix.
Hey, what's going on, Travis,
good,
man?
How are you doing, bud?
Good.
Good. So, I'm not mad about the trade at all. I think that it's good for a backup reasoning, but I want to feel the 49ers did Lance dirtier than Cooks did you in that Dez game. But
right.
The only thing that bothers me about this trade is I feel like there was bigger holes. Okay. I feel like we need to patch up that O-line more than we needed to get like a young talent in for the QB. Okay. Kind of curious as to what you think about that.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to the offensive line depth, they do have some young guys, and for them to kind of elevate TJ Bass, it got me excited. But we also got to remember, y'all, it's like there's about to be almost 1,000 players just kind of swimming in this pool, available on Tuesday. So, maybe the Cowboys aren't done. And if you watch the show that we did on Tuesday night when we're kind of going through the final 53 roster, and when we spoke about Dorrance Armstrong, kind of being set to the side, kind of like holding, you know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe there's a trade. Now, I will say this. In the NFL, bro, people aren't trading quality offensive linemen. They just aren't. It's very rare. When the Orlando Brown trade happened to the Kansas City, they give a first-round pick. So if you're going to have to go get a guy, you're going to have to go get a guy. But who's going to give up a starting quality right tackle. So it's very rare, but I feel like there might be guys available via cut that you can kind of plug in that can kind of give you a little bit of wiggle room. So with the offensive line depth, I feel like it's okay. They're just going to have to sort things out, but I feel like a lot of these younger guys are going to get the opportunity to really kind of sit and emerge. We're not going to need Awesome Richards week one. Let me rephrase. We know how Tyron Smith is. We're not going to need him week one, right? So like some of these younger guys can just continue to get reps, continue to grow throughout the season. And then maybe let's say week 5, we someone goes down, unfortunately, you need to plug somebody in there. But then you can kind of look and see what's available, what's out there in the market, maybe make a move like we kind of did for Jonathan Hankins and get a quality guy or, maybe a Jason Peters or something of that nature. So, I wouldn't really want to panic as much with the offensive line. I feel like the backup quarterback was my second red flag outside the kicker, which is a whole nother thing. That was my biggest red flag, was because just that what if, right? Just that what if, what could really derail this season where we have all these high hopes and we're sitting like, damn it, here we go. It would be if our quarterback went down. So
people that are talking about what is this going to do to Dak mentally, if this puts enough of a doubt in Dak's mind mentally to where he's starting to play bad, there's a bigger problem there. Right. I'm not worried about that at all. I think people that are tooting about that, they're running up the wrong tree there, man. That's not where it's at.
So my guy Professor O says, okay, Dallas, Atlanta, and Baltimore all call for Trey Lance. So there you go. So about that, quarterbacks of that ilk don't get pressure. You have an MVP and Lamar Jackson, and they were still trying to go get.
Yeah.
It makes
sense.
Right,
Thanks for taking the call, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the information.
Appreciate you. Yeah, so it's like you got to make moves. I mean, look at the Baltimore Ravens last year. Even when Lamar went out, they were still competitive with with Hundley and those guys. So it's like you just got to have a backup quarterback with some. The Saints got like 3 damn quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eagles, they went and got, they got Mariota, but then they went and drafted Tanner McKee, who had a lot of upside in the draft. So a lot of people, you want to feel more confident. Like if you're Pat Mahomes, okay, I get it, but like, if Pat Mahomes goes down, that's different. Like that's a whole different alien. You know what I'm saying? Like those are type of aliens. But like we know with our team, the way it's currently constructed, our defense can really carry the load, but you still have a guy with some upside, and that guy is Trey Lance. Let's see here. Boom. Yo, caller, state your name, where you're from.
You just got to have a backup
Cody.
Yo, what's up? Got my brother in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
Man, what's going on?
So before we start, y'all. So this is my brother, man. If y'all see me in the games with my brother, this is my brother, right? My own brother, my own flesh and blood is a Dak hater. He's a Dak hater, man. He's a Dak hater. So that's why I don't be too hard on y'all Dak haters, man, because my own flesh and blood is one. But go ahead, man. Let the people know what you got to say, man. What you gonna say, man?
Well, I'm kind of excited about this this trade that we did, because I've been looking at the Cowboys in the last few years, and I feel like we never had a quality backup to push Dak, or if anything happens to our Dak throughout the season, or basically our season is over with.
Right.
So I feel like this is a good trade for us, and I think people forget what Cooper Rush was looking like in preseason before the season started. I think he's getting a lot of hype that he was going to be this guy that was going to take over for Dak Prescott. I don't think it's going to happen. I just think overall it's a good trade. I don't know what it's going to do for down the line, but I just wanted to see what's going to happen with him and with our medical staff, because he's been banged up. I really think the 49ers pretty much gave up on the kid, and they should have just probably kept him around a little bit longer. So I'm just really interested to see how he looks with our medical staff and Mike McCarthy's system. So what do you think how that's going to look?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You have like Malik Hooker that was he was saying he was going to be washed up, and then he got to our team. Right. Now he's been a good player.
Yeah, and that's a testament to our scouting staff, you know what I'm saying? Because think about this. We found a lot of diamond in the rough. Like you said, Malik Hooker, first round draft pick, had some injuries. He was like, You know, came in, played phenomenal, and they almost screwed that up because they signed DeMonte KZ and then they went back and got Hooker. But look how Hooker has worked out. J-Ron Curse, the guy's kind of been passed over as a 7th-round pick from Detroit and Minnesota, right? Brought him in. Right. He's one of the aces. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes to our scouting team and our GM, quote unquote, with Will McClay, I feel good. I feel good about this move because my guy, Professor O, just says, okay, the Vikings called about Lance too. So you have the Vikings, you have the Ravens, like you have other teams with quality quarterbacks that were trying to get this kid. They know the value. They know the value. So sometimes it's being in a different system and being in a different place. Like, because here's the thing, y'all. People call me crazy. People call me crazy on Twitter. I get called crazy all the time on Twitter, right? But there's another quarterback who I feel is better than Cooper Rush and Will Grier that was sitting out, that I would say, listen, I would call him and bring him in camp and see what he got. And that was Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, so that's how bad it was. Where I was saying, like, just bring Carson Wentz to camp and to see what you got. Does he got it or no? You know, I just didn't have any confidence in Will Grier or Cooper Rush. I just didn't. Great people, met them both. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
Right. So, yeah, so I feel like we're good, man. Like you said, with the medical staff, we have a good medical staff, you know, and he's not going to be out there, you know, getting all of the reps and different things like he was in San Francisco. And sometimes you need a fresh start. I feel like
we got him for a couple of years, so
right.
I think it's going to hurt anything that we're doing within the organization right now. So I feel like it's a great trade, especially for a 4th round, 5th round pick.
Right.
That's going to be a pick down the line that you probably may or may not make the team.
Right. Yeah.
Next season.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way our roster is, he might get a 4th round pick and you're like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, to get a quality quarterback, everyone sees it. I know Cowboys fan. Just because he has that Eagle stain on him, they don't want Carson Wentz. But there's no way y'all can convince me that Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? But now we don't have to go through that because we just got a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, my God. So,
I'm glad we just got another a quality backup. I think he's better than what we probably have in-house now. So I just wanted to call you because I was going to call you anyway. So I was like, let me call in to see what your thoughts were about this. So thanks for calling, taking my call.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. Y'all see him out there at the games with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to reel him back from all the Dak hate. You know what I'm saying? He's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? Before I can save others, I had to save in-house, and I think my brother is finally saved when it comes to Dak Prescott. Keep calling. Like I said, we're going to keep things going. As long as y'all keep calling, then after y'all done calling, I'm going to go back to Madden because I was hot. I was hot. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that Dez Bryant loss, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Man, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I just want to tell Cowboys fans, I really hate them, and I'm a diehard Cowboys fan.
Okay.
Stop acting like Dak Prescott is the best quarterback we ever had. Jerry Jones is letting Dak know, play bad again this year, and you think we're gonna give you this money? You out of here. We ain't giving you $1. Get you up out of here. Play bad this year. Throw all of interceptions this year, and we'll holler at you. I want Cowboy fans to stop trying to act like I was listening to Rome, and he talk about Trey Lance is so bad. Bro, the Cowboys ready to come up off of that Prescott. I mean, if it don't make sense to me, I mean, why would you trade for a quarterback? I've been wanting this for a long time. I got some homeboys that's some 49ers fans, and I was like, man, if y'all ain't gonna, I'll trade a third for him just to get him. You know, young, he's 23 years old.
So let me ask you this. So Dak Prescott is not the guy, but you think Trey Lance is the guy, right?
No, sir. See, that's what I'm saying about Cowboys fans. That's why I don't like Cowboy fans, and I'm diehard. My parents, since I was been a little kid, when the football happened in the past. I just
want to clarify. So what are you saying when it comes to Dak Prescott versus Trey Lance?
I'm not saying you personally.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying this right here. Dak Prescott played terrible in the clutch moments. He's been playing that way ever since after his rookie year. In the clutch moments, Dak has not been clutch. In big games, we lost to the 49ers twice, not because of the defense, not because Ezekiel Elliott. Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions 2 years back-to-back and got us beat in that game by the 49ers.
What about the game before that one, though?
that you beat a washed up Tom Brady. My defense locked them up. Now, I feel like my defense was lights out. Dak played good, but let's talk about the games he lost. We got 2 shots at the 49ers. We're not going to say it's Kellen Moore. It's always got to be somebody else, and I want Cowboy fans to realize Kellen Moore's not playing the game. He's calling the plays. He didn't tell Dak to throw it into double coverage. Dak read the field. He came back to CD, and it was 2 line. It was Warner and what's the name?
So you don't believe the scheme's important? The play call's not important.
I believe the scheme. Yeah, okay, brother. This is what I'm gonna say. Every year we talk about scheme. We switched up the scheme. We're gonna switch up the scheme this year. I'm gonna tell you, it's a thing about some people got it and they don't got it. They don't got it when the pressure get on, they sweat it. Their palms get a little sweaty. Some players got that. And if you could tell, people out there talk about, Trey Lance couldn't beat out Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy ain't sorry. That's why I was trying to comment on Mr. Rome, Cowboy, whatever his name, Cowboy thing. Rome, Purdy's not that sorry. I was looking at it. It looked pretty good to me. So in the clutch moments, he looked like he outperformed my quarterback in the clutch moments.
Yeah.
I'm just asking you. I'm not hating. This is not even from hate.
I think the thing is that a lot of people want to understand, like, where's it coming from. So when you say that, Dak doesn't come in clutch moments, right? You just mentioned the 2 playoff losses, right? But scheme does matter. Defense does matter, right? So in 2016, when Dak was a rookie and he went toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers and we gave up a 3rd and 20, how was that Dak Prescott's fault? See what I'm saying?
No, not that. I said this is what I'm talking about. This is what they call the NFL. What have you did for me lately, Lee?
Right.
I want to see what has Prescott. This ain't hating. I'm a diehard Cowboys fan.
Right.
Love my Cowboys. But I'm gonna tell you when Dak don't look good, bro. I've been blaming it on Dak. I ain't gonna lie to you. I called your show last year when the season was on, and I told you, man. Bro, what can we do, man? I can't go out there. I didn't throw the interception. Zeke didn't throw the interception. Prescott threw the interception. So when the interceptions, right? Do we count the ones that bounced off the wide receiver's hands, or that's on Dak too? Okay. I'm gonna take those out. I don't even care about those. In the clutch moments, my quarterback is going. His palms get sweaty when he checked down and tried to go to Cedric Wilson 2 years or 3. Whenever we played the 49ers, he tried to check it down to Cedric Wilson, interception. I can't remember what play it was. I usually go back and watch those games because they pee me off so bad.
Right.
But then I turn around, we get the 49, we get a shot at the 49, and I'm talking crazy. I'm putting my money up. I'm saying I'm talking crazy. I'm a diehard. I'm talking super crazy.
Well, why would you put your money up if you have a quarterback who can't win the big games? You put your money. You put your money up because you got excited because your quarterback went on the road and carved up Tom Brady and sent him throwing packet.
See, this is what you talk to a real Cowboy fan, because I bet me and my cousin got a lifetime bet. Redskins, Cowboys. If your quarterback go down, I don't care. You paying your money. Your quarterback, your whole team can be hurt. You pay your money. A lifetime bet. That's how I believe in my Cowboys. This is what I'm saying. If Prescott don't play good, my boy Jerry Jones is letting you know, don't play good this year. Throw all them interceptions. You want to come to the table and get the big bag? We'll holler at you. That's what he telling me.
All right, my guy.
And I'm. Huh?
All right, my guy. Well, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right. See so that's where I had to save my brother from becoming. I you know what I'm saying? I told my brother, man, I can't have you out there embarrassing me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you gotta talk. Y'all know our slogans on our model. Context matters. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, right? I get it, right? We all just want to win, but there's a lot of things that goes throughout the course of the game that, you know what I'm saying, that goes into winning. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I get that people just blame the quarterback. That's the easy fix. That's the easy medicine, right? We lost, it's the quarterback. If Dak threw for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns and we lost to the 49ers, well, he should have threw 6 touchdowns and 600 yards, right? When he went toe-to-toe and lost to Aaron Rodgers in the divisional, right, he should have. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get it, but there's different layers. And we've done a lot of content on this channel. So if you follow this channel, you can go back and watch the 49ers game. You can go and watch the interceptions. We broke down every Dak interceptions. There's a lot of content out there where you don't have to blindly just say, this guy ain't that, but this guy is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Keep the calls coming, man. But if you get more like that, if I get more calls like that, yeah, I'm going to play Madden. You know what I'm saying? If I get more calls like that, I'm going to play Madden, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Mario.
All right, Mario, man. Please tell me. You know what I'm saying? You gonna bring some life back to show after that last call. You gotta hold it down, Mario. What's up with you?
Yes, sir, man. What's up, man? So here, just a question. Do you see this being like Jalen Hurts, Carson Wentz type of situation where you kind of just see it play out, and then now you throw him in? What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily that situation, where it's like we're looking to really replace Dak, but it's a sit back and wait and see. Because like the last caller said, let's say, for instance, Dak Prescott is who that guy says he is. And like I said, we get to the wild card round and Dak struggles and, like he just doesn't play up to par and those 3 interceptions. Okay. But then you really have to come to the table and say, okay, can we still get here with this guy at a much cheaper price? If we put our money in other resources, keep Trey Lance for cheap, could we still get to a divisional game? Could we still get to, right? But I just don't think that this was the move as of right now. This move was kind of looking at Cooper Rush, looking at Will Greer and saying, I just, it just didn't feel right. And it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel right to me. Watching them at camp, watching them in preseason, it just didn't feel right, So I think this was that move to say, listen, we want to go through our boat and look for any crack, any hole. And if we find something, let's patch it up. And someone looked down and said, listen, what happens if Dak goes down for a few games? Do you think that Cooper Rush is the guy? Do you think that Will Greer is the guy? And Mike McCarthy said, no. You know what I'm saying? He said no. He said no. And then that was the situation. So of course, the media is going to make it into the back and forth between Dak and Trey, but this isn't it. This isn't it. This is insurance policy. This is the case for your iPhone.
Yeah, I think it's interesting when we always see this. What can also play out is maybe you throw him in for a game or two, right? Say the playoff is locked, the seeding, whatever it is, he plays good, you flip him to a team like the Falcons, to a team like, down the road. I also think it's interesting that a team like the Dolphins didn't go after him, right? They're going after just Jonathan Taylor, but why not have them go after it after we've seen what Tua does, right?
Right.
And then maybe he plays out and he's killing it and he's your starter. I think that's more legitimate, right? Where you can see a player like Trey Lance rejuvenate their career and actually become a starter over a player like Dak who's been somewhat consistent, right? Obviously, everyone has their perspective of him and what he's done, good and bad.
Yeah.
And plus the price tag on him, right?
Yeah.
He's got that big contract, another, year or so, while other players like to, or even Kirk Cousins, right? A player like himself, where he's on his last year of his deal, you could rejuvenate the team with a younger quarterback who might give you better results than they have before in the past. So it's interesting to see, right?
Right, exactly. And like you said, right, there was, a market for him. So let's say, for instance, he has a few games, right? Let's say, for instance, he's a backup quarterback, but he shows a lot of promise, and we get to that fifth-year option where we sign Dak Prescott. You can flip him. You know what I'm saying? You can flip him for a guy, you know what I'm saying, and do things like that. So like I said, don't think of this as the back and forth between Dak. This isn't Dak's competition unless Dak just degresses and plays horrible, or he gets injured and Trey Lance pulls a Dak Prescott on Dak Prescott. I think that's the only situation, but I'm not too concerned about it. But appreciate you calling, my guy. Appreciate the support, man. Go Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. So we got some super chats, man. My guy, David Wright, appreciate you, my guy. Said, look who he was throwing to. Yeah, Dennis Houston started week 1. Dennis Houston. We did our show. I didn't have Dennis Houston making the 53 this year. I didn't. I mean, I don't. He hasn't had that much of an outstanding camp. Noah Brown. I watched the Houston Texans play because, I was watching CJ and I was watching Tank. They're talking about Noah Brown being wide receiver 4 or 5, like on that roster in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, context matters. Look, if you're a diehard Cowboys fan and you diehard, you bleed this. I've been this since wherever. Think you should be able to say Noah Brown, Dennis Houston, Michael Gallup coming off of ACL, hobbling around. Like, you should be able to see and feel like that ain't it. James Washington, You know what I'm saying? Like my cable TV ain't no different from y'all's. Y'all watching the same games. Y'all saw them balls bouncing off of hands. Y'all saw Dak hitting these quarterbacks in the chest and popping all up. Y'all saw CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz running the same route in the back of the end zone, bumping into each other. Y'all saw that. My guy Robert Jones, appreciate the super chat, says Dak will be the quarterback for a minute. People forgetting about them extensions. Yeah, like I said, listen, y'all. Keep your eyes on the hips and not the ball. It's going to get goofy. It's about to get super goofy Monday morning. If ESPN directors right now, they are working on 2-hour segments. I think isn't Skip Bayless launching his show next week? 2-hour segments. Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith join up at the hip. 2-hour segments, 3-hour segments. Dak Prescott versus Trey Lance. And we going to be breaking down the final 53. We going to be watching film. We going to be on some completely different other stuff. Why they low-hanging fruit. See here. Boom. Yo, caller, state your name, where you're from.
What's up, man? Cliff Clebo.
What's going on with you, my guy, man? How you doing, man?
I'm good, Tuck, man. Tuck, I just want to say, man, for all the people who don't like Dak and don't like the Cowboys, I realized it's like 2 years ago. It's only a big game when the Cowboys lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we would have lost to Brady, then it would have been, once again, Dak and the Cowboys lose another big game. But now because we beat him, he's washed up. Right. That's the same washed up dude that beat us 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? So
everyone picked against us that game. Remember that, right? I remember that. We wasn't the favorites. Everyone had picked against the Cowboys that game.
Everybody picked against
right. Yeah. But that wasn't a big game. You know what I'm saying? Since we won it wasn't a big game. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want to get too much into that. I want to speak on the Trey Lance and like basically like what everybody else is saying. I agree. I love the Trey, man. I love the part that he's gonna be scouting for these running quarterbacks because that's the ones that give our defense the most problems.
Right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be very beneficial for us. The only thing that I don't like about this trade is, man, this roster is so deep, and I think we was only going to carry 2 quarterbacks. Now I'm thinking about some of these young dudes on defense. I think we're going to make another trade, man. We have to make another trade. I don't want to lose because I like Land. I think Land, and I think Wanye Thomas, and I even think Big Bo. I think they was going to make this roster, but now we got to keep 3 quarterbacks now. So let's cut somebody off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't. But I mean, I love the trade. I'm not gonna say I don't like the trade because of that. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because good point. Trade. Yeah, but it's like shit. It's even more tight now with them defensive players. Man.
Right.
So,
yeah, because when we did our final 53 the other night, I only had 1 quarterback because I was like, listen, you can waive Cooper Rush and release Will Grier. They'll be right back in the morning, right? So now that's a slot, right? So you get that slot taken, and it's like, okay, well, look at this defensive roster, like you said. What does that mean for somebody you really like? And here's what I'll do if I'm Mike McCarthy. Yo, your knee looks kind of a little messed up. I think your knee looks a little bit messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you're going to have to start playing some of those games because, like you said, there's Wanye Thomas who looks great. Marquise Bell ain't going nowhere. You have Isaiah Land, Devin Harper. There's a lot of guys out there. It's like, I don't know if I want to put them out, make them available for the market, but you just lost a slot with Trey Lance because he's definitely not getting waived. So there goes 1 spot there. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all works out on Tuesday, but we'll see.
Yeah, definitely, man. But once again, man, I always say, man, appreciate everything you do, bro, man. You got me through this summer. Not just you, but all the guys,
appreciate
man. You got me through this summer, man, with all the content, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We thank y'all for all the support, man, for getting behind us. And we here for y'all, man, because we know it's fun. We enjoy talking to y'all because I don't do this for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for everybody, but I know the Cowboys Nation wanted to talk. So I said, let me hop on and turn the phone lines on. So appreciate you, my guy.
No problem, bro.
All right. I think we got 1 more caller left. Well, nope. I lied. Now we got 4 callers in there. Keep them coming. Keep it coming. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing. Nah, I do. Caller, state your name. Where you from? Let's see. Caller. Caller, can you hear us? Caller.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, these people need to stop it. If I told you we were going against the number one defense in San Francisco last year, it was still out, and TP goes down, and Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz are your explosive options, bro, everybody knows you ain't winning that game on Madden.
Right.
Man. Like, stop that.
Right. Yeah.
Blaming Dak Prescott all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it a buck. If you're a diehard Cowboys fan, you know that Terrence Steele is a beast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Let's just stop those games. But, man, I'm excited about it because I just think that it kind of goes to show McCarthy's attitude and kind of arrogance in his offensive and quarterback development skills. Mm-hmm. They believe in the way that they coach quarterbacks and offensive systems heavily. Mm-hmm. And they say, and I'm thinking Schottenheimer's got something planned for 6'5", 235 that runs a 4.5.
Right.
You know what I mean? If nobody's noticed this, but Cowboys are athletes are us. You give us an athlete, we'll teach him how to play football. Right. Don't worry about that. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We'll put, hey, it doesn't matter. Oh, you play guard, right guard. Hey, you're a undrafted free agent, TJ Bass. Well, guess what? Hey, now you're a good guard.
Right.
You didn't even know. And so I just think that we're going to develop his talent. His offense is very similar to throws he was making in his college systems, getting athletes in space. Mm-hmm. And I just like the idea of a package that could include a Trey Lance, a Deuce Vaughn, and a Tony Pollard.
Right.
21. Like, you know what I mean? I just want to see. I don't care if it's only 6 plays during the season. Like, what happens? Mm-hmm. And the Cowboys didn't have that option yesterday. I am concerned about losing the roster spot because we have these players, but we never get at the top of the draft. Right? We are always consistently decent enough to be average or above average, right? We never get at the top of the draft. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, we just stole a top 3 pick for a 4th round. I don't care what he has. We haven't seen him play ball. He got hurt. Nobody's seen him actually play ball. He doesn't have a lot of experience, and I'm excited for our offensive staff to coach him up. Because you see the production in our quarterbacks in this preseason versus last preseason, right? Like the completion is up. Like if they do that same thing to Trey Lance, then now we have I don't have this overwhelming dread of like, man, if Dak Prescott goes down, we don't have a Nick Foles. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and now I'm like, hey. Who is y'all's guy? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like 6'5", 235, runs a 4.5, and has a cannon. Like, I kind of like that option.
Right.
Yeah. And I just think Will McClay, and we don't like young. I mean, I know a bunch of people are questioning this and they're cursing whatever, but like we don't miss a lot, right? We haven't missed a lot. On some of these moves, so I don't think if we're trading these picks, we just did it with Cooks and Gilmore, right?
Right.
So like, if we think we need it, then we obviously need it, and I'm all for it, and I'm excited to see. I think we're gonna have a little package, by mid-season. I think we're gonna have some little wrinkles. We might, there's no reason to run Dak Prescott. No. Dak Prescott's the money. He's the brand. Don't run him. At all. But Trey Lance, sacrifice every ligament on his body to get us 6, bro.
Right, exactly. And he's going to be eager to do it. He's going to be eager to do it. Against
the 49ers, bro.
Yeah.
And we got information on the ops.
Right.
Bro.
Yeah.
We got the quarterback in all the systems that gives. I'm sitting Trey Lance over to Dan Quinn. He don't even get to meet with the He's going to Dan Quinn first.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And just he switched games, right? He went from red to blue.
Right.
Hey, give us everything.
Right.
Like, this is a Dion situation. And I think they're arrogant just giving us him like that. I think it's going to can haunt them later on. I have a feeling that this is also
a sign that McCarthy ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah, McCarthy.
Horrible.
Yeah, McCarthy's a made man now. So it's my guy landlord. He's a made man now. You know what I'm saying? He got the keys to the whole damn kingdom now, and I love it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
if he wins. Okay, so check this out. If he wins, let's say he wins, which I think he will, more than 12 games this season and goes 12 3 years straight. Who? What?
Right.
What?
Right.
Who's doing that other than Andy Reid?
Right.
Like, stop it, right?
Yeah.
And I just don't think anybody in the division is a threat. This was a purposeful move because we believe our opposition is in San Francisco. They're the only ops. They're the only ones that have stopped us, and we need every single tactical advantage that we possibly can.
Yeah,
and we get a scout QB who runs to prepare our defense better. Like, it makes us a better football team.
It really does. And I was saying this during the draft, and he's actually turning out pretty well. If you watched him the other night when I was talking in New England about the Cowboys is taking a flight like 7th round pick when I was doing those mock drafts, right? Y'all remember I kept getting Malik Cunningham. And they're like, why are you getting Malik Cunningham? Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the Eagles a little taste of their own medicine. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give the Eagles a little taste of their own medicine, and I'm going to come out there with a guy that can run this RPO, and he got his arm, and they can do a lot of different things. I'm going to run it right back at you. So all we really kind of did, we got a little bootleg Jalen Hurts. And if you want to kind of compare and contrast, Trey Lance was a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts coming out of college.
As a Cowboys fan, I play fantasy football, right? I see all these running quarterbacks. I'm like, man, it'd be nice if we had one of those.
Right, you're right, right. I mean, because Dak can do it, but I'm not putting that type of damage on that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So
and after you hurt his ankle, Dak, we don't kill him from the pocket, player. Like, you do a bootleg every now and then, flex on him, but don't do nothing stupid. Stop that, right? But Trey Lance, you do all the stupid shit you want. You're cheap money, right? Like,
yeah, you're good. We're good.
Like, we're paying you like $900,000. Like, if I just want him to put him in victory formation week 5 against the 49ers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Come out
super petty.
Right. That would be lovely, man. But my guy, I appreciate you for calling in, man. Like I said,
all right, man. Later. Have a great night, bro.
Good trade. Good pickup, man. Yeah, so let me see. I thought I saw something. Hold on, let me see. Let me double check. I thought I saw someone said that my guy Rome is calling Trey Lance trash. Rome calling him trash, but he really ain't got much film or playing time. My guy CFT calling Rome trash. Hold on, man. Let me double check. Hold on, let me double check, man. Not my tag team partner. Not my tag team partner calling Trey Lance. He just hasn't gotten an opportunity. Y'all. But it's all there. And listen, y'all, it was for a 4th round pick. It wasn't like we gave up a first. Now, if we gave up a 1st round pick for Trey Lance, then start the circus. You know what I'm saying? Then start the circus. But it was for a 4th round pick. 4th round pick, y'all. Yeah, it's for a 4th round pick. Like what? No. I love my brother Rome, but this was a great move. Like I said, this was such a good move. I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It was such a good move. I didn't believe we actually made it. I had to double check. Trey Fargo, bruh, 49ers coach might be the best offensive mind in the NFL. Trey Lance can't even beat out Brock Purdy in a 7th round pick. But people have to stop that. You have to stop that, right? Because things didn't work out here. Don't mean it ain't gonna work out in Dallas. I remember clearly my guy, Professor O, he was the only one jumping on the table about Jaron Kearse. Everybody hated Jaron Kearse. Who's this safety? He's a nobody. He couldn't even play in Minnesota. He couldn't even play in Detroit. Why would we get this guy? Why would we do this? Now y'all love Jaron. Now y'all love Jaron. Oh man, my guy Rome, man. I'm gonna call my guy Rome, man. We gonna have to talk. We gonna have to talk, man. Let me get these super chats. Let's see here. I will say this too. I'm curious if McClay had input on this, or if it was Mike McCarthy saying, "Get me this man," and Will McClay I trust. I think it was a little bit of both, probably. You know, a little bit of both. And then they went and got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure Mike McCarthy said, listen, this is what I need. This is my grocery list. And Will McClay said, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my wife is actually texting me. She's at the grocery store. What do I want? I'm going to text her what she want. No. She asked me, do I want some ramen noodles? No. I ain't had ramen noodles since college. Let's see here. Let's see here. I know I'm sick and everything, but I ain't eating no ramen noodles, man. You know what I'm saying? I had enough ramen noodles in college to last me a lifetime. I ain't eating no ramen noodles. But yeah, man. Y'all, my guy Rome, man. My guy Rome called him trash. No, Rome, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see here. Yeah, Rome was calling him trash. Yeah, Tuck, that's a red flag. It's not a red flag. It's not a red flag for a backup quarterback. So do you think that Cooper Rush and Will Grier could have beat out Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy? No. You know what I'm saying? No. Like my guy just said, people last year hated Tolbert. This year he's the man and going to push Gallup. See, the Cowboys fans, back and forth, right? Remember when we traded for Jonathan Hankins? Jonathan Hankins? Who? Why? Jonathan Hankins? Ugh. That's not who I wanted. I wanted Quentin Williams. I wanted. So yeah, no sort of ramen. I ain't eating no ramen, bro. I'll just go to bed. I ain't eating no ramen noodles. Let me see here. Sorry, y'all. So yeah. But yeah. It's like, yeah, so we're not going to do that when it comes to Trey Lance. Like, there is no way anybody could sit here and argue, and the phone lines are still open. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my ramen noodles to get here. There is no way you can argue that Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than Trey Lance. You can try it. I mean, if you 339-207-8118, you can try it. If you want to come over here and explain to me why Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than Trey Lance, you can try it. I'll keep it open for about 5-10 more minutes. You can try it. If you want to try to argue that Will Grier is a better quarterback than Trey Lance, you can try it. Feel free. I don't know. So it's like the thing. It's like I get it, right? Because you just don't have the exposure. And then people will say, hey, it didn't work out. But there's been a lot of hate. Salute to my guy, Crook. I'll probably have him on when we play the 49ers. I follow a lot of 49ers content creators, right? And they're like, Trey Lance is getting a raw deal. This is like what happened, right? We remember what happened. Brock Purdy comes out of nowhere, right? Brock Purdy comes out of nowhere, leads them to the NFC Championship to the point where 49ers fans felt like they could have won that game if Brock Purdy would have played, and they probably would have, to be honest with you, right? So Trey Lance was never going to get the opportunity to win this job. He never was. He never was. Trey Lance was never going to win that job from Brock Purdy. He never was. You know what I'm saying? He never was. And so it's those things types of happen. Listen, you were injured. We got this guy, the 7th round pick. We didn't think he was going to work out. You and Jimmy G both went down. He came in, started carving up stuff in the playoffs, carving up stuff a little bit. He really didn't carve us up. You know what I'm saying? It was more, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? He was winning games. Trey Lance wasn't getting his job back, bro. There's no way. Think about that. If that would have happened with us, right? We had Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott goes down, and all of a sudden, Will Grier leads us to the NFC Championship game, but we lose that game because Will Grier goes down. Y'all not screaming to get Dak Prescott back. He's not getting his job back. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting his job back. You know what I'm saying? Like, the 49ers was never giving Trey Lance that job back, so they moved on. You know what I'm saying? They moved on, and we got him for a 4th round pick. Not a 1, not a 2, not a 3, a 4th round pick. A 4th round pick for a quarterback who is young, with tremendous upside who just hasn't been given the opportunity due to injuries, who was the number 3 overall pick. So here's what I'll say to people. People will say, Trey Young, Trey Lance. I keep saying Trey Young because, Suits my guy, Professor. Oh, he's a Hawks fan, play basketball, right? Trey Lance is trash. Like, bro, the 49ers, y'all remember that draft? Y'all remember that 2021 draft? Y'all remember that 2021 draft? Who was in that 2021 draft? That 2021 draft class was loaded. That 2021 draft class was crazy, y'all. You had Pitts, right? You had Jamar Chase, you had Rashawn Slater, you had Micah Parsons, you had Patrick Surtain, you had J.C. Horn, you had, all the 49ers traded past all that to go get Trey Lance. Traded past all that to go see Trey Lance. And my guy Iceberg Slim says, what upside? Don't worry. Stay tuned. We are going to get to the upside because we definitely going to break down the film and I'm going to show y'all the upside. But I can guarantee you this, Iceberg, he got more upside than Cooper Rush. Yes or no, Iceberg, does Trey Lance have more upside than Cooper Rush? We'll sit here and wait and see what the response. Tell me. Let me know in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on some pain medicine. I'm still recovering from my surgery, so maybe I'm a little loopy. But do any of you guys think that who has more upside? Trey Lance as a backup quarterback or Cooper Rush or Will Greer, whichever your flavor of ice cream is. I'm probably gonna eat some ice cream. Should tell my wife to get some ice cream. Flavor ice cream, right? Will Greer, Cooper Rush, or Trey Lance? Who has more upside? You know what I'm saying? Like who? That's what I'm saying. Like there is zero reason to be upset. There is no way anyone can convincingly be upset about this move. You can't be upset. We didn't even give up a lot. You know what I'm saying? My guy Professor O says there was the Ravens, there was Minnesota, there was 5 different teams. Now, if we gave up a first round pick, a second round pick, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's a lot. You gave up a 4th round pick. Think one round earlier than what we gave Amari Cooper away. You know what I'm saying? Like we gave up a 4th round pick. Y'all know who was a 4th round pick? Do y'all know who was a 4th round pick? A guy a lot of y'all can't stand. A guy that a lot of y'all can't stand. Let me see if y'all know who was a 4th round pick. Let me see if y'all know. Who was a 4th round pick? Who was a 4th round pick? Who was a 4th round pick? Right? Josh Ball. Josh Ball was a 4th round pick. Josh Ball. A lot of y'all don't like Josh Ball. A lot of y'all don't even have Josh Ball on the roster. So you tell me that giving up Josh Ball for a backup quarterback who's young and has a lot of upside isn't worth it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Josh Ball. Yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah, bro, call in, bro. We got to talk, man. Hey, we gotta talk. Hold on, let me see. Let me get you right. Hold on, let me get you right. And boom. A 4th round pick that probably wouldn't even made a roster. Exactly, man. Yeah, Rome, go ahead and give me a call, bro. Give me a call. You know, a 4th round pick. And here's the thing. Y'all see the other teams that the Ravens wanted him. Why would the Ravens want Trey Lance? They got Lamar. They just paid Lamar. And the Ravens have 2 other quality backup quarterbacks. They're already proven. Why were they picking up the phone? Why was the Ravens picking up the phone trying to see what's shaking with Trey Lance? Right? Kirk Cousins, you know what I'm saying, had one of the best records in football last year. Why was the Vikings picking up the phone? You know what I'm saying? Why were they picking up the phone? Because they know The 49ers were about to set some quality out on the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if people do dumpster diving, and flipping, but sometimes if you go to garage sales in nice areas, you might find some quality stuff that someone has set up on the street and they just didn't know the value of it. My brother-in-law, he does it all the time, man. He'll go to like rich neighborhoods and he'll find something that someone has set out and buy it for $10, and you look online, it's like worth $800. He did it the other day. He did it with a coin set. Went to some garage sale. A guy sent out like his old coin set. He bought it for $8. It's actually going for $1,300 online. And I said, teach me your ways. Teach me your ways. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We went dumpster diving. Yo, caller, what's up, man?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on? So my brother CFT is in the building, man. So talk to me, bro. What's going on? I'm hearing some things in the chat. I didn't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, man. So tell me how you feeling right now.
What's the chat saying, man? Because I just got on my live. I had to.
They said that you calling Trey Lance trash, man. Just trash and a horrible move. All right, talk us through it. Talk us through it.
Listen, this is. Everyone hears the buzzword. Right now, presently, as we speak today, Trey Lance can't do nothing for our team.
Yeah,
that ain't got nothing to do with through 2 to 3 years from now. Yeah. I think that Trey Lance, at best this year, is going to be our scout team quarterback for giving us a look for like RPO quarterbacks and stuff like that. That's just my thought.
Okay.
That's what I think he's going to do this year.
Okay.
Now, I said during my stream, if Mike McCarthy can do like he used to do, develop him for 2 to 3 years, and he turns into, like, I'm just saying, even if you want to say hypothetically, he's Dak's replacement. That's a 3-year from now conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Dak goes and has a horrible playoff game this year, Trey Lance ain't our starter next year, he ain't ready. Like, I don't know what everybody thinks is about to happen. If that happened and they wanted to move on from Dak, they would go get another quarterback. It still wouldn't be Trey Lance.
So why?
See it.
So why do you say that though?
I don't see it. I'm not talking about his athleticism. He's just not a good quarterback. I haven't seen nothing that would give me indications that he could play the position.
But
I'm talking about every report that I've heard. I haven't seen it.
So you just think that he's just not. So you think that we are in a better situation?
I think that he got the physical tools. Like as far as just like he's an athlete and he's super raw. He played like 8-9 games in college,
right?
And he got drafted off potential. But I don't think that the Niners have the patience to develop him.
Right. Right.
You they in win now mode.
Right. So he's still in development. So would you say?
I can agree with that though.
Right. So he's still in development.
I just don't think that like the people that are trying to imply that if Dak starts to struggle, Trey Lance about to come off no.
I mean,
that's
could.
my point. I call him Trey Hobby Lobby Lance. He's a project.
But so do you think that Cooper Rush and Will Grier are better quarterbacks than Trey Lance?
Right now, not him and Will Grier can they watch.
Ooh, okay. So we'll have to have a talk.
That's
about
why I just don't like if he's pulling the ball and running. I'm talking about just quarterback and stuff like just throwing.
I'm not talking about this overall. I'm just talking about the overall player, like the overall talent. It's a pure talent perspective.
Overall talent, I gotta give. If it's just talent, like I'm talking about, like he can pull the ball down and run. Like, I know he's an athlete. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I know he's a dual threat athlete.
Okay.
But that's all I can see. And I look, man, like, Chuck, I ain't never claimed to be like, I ain't no quarterback guru. I ain't no film breakdown guru.
Right.
So you might see something that I don't see. But I'm going off of just pure, every report. Like, I haven't seen, like, I even looked around. I ain't seen no Niner fans like, yo, man, y'all messing up.
Well,
like I don't see it. Like I just don't see it. Maybe he can change. Like, look, go ahead.
Great. And I was going to say, like I said, the reason for that is because of Purdy mania. You know what I'm saying? Like they found another guy. Surprisingly. So that's the reason why they're not too moved by it. You know what I'm saying? Because they do believe in Purdy.
I agree with you on that.
So, but it's like when you look at everything that he has, the arm talent, the athleticism, the size, the physicality, he gives us something we don't have after Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So we are in a much better situation now than where we were. Because if Dak does get, think about this.
I heard you earlier when I was driving home from the Mexican restaurant. You said he's insurance.
Yeah, he is insurance. Yeah.
And I agree. But I look at him as life insurance.
Okay.
Like, you don't really want to use that right now.
I mean,
insurance for a little bit longer down the line.
Yeah, I think he's.
If Dak sprains an ankle this year, you want Lance or Rush coming in.
I want Trey Lance, bro. I 1,000% want Trey Lance, and like I said, I don't want it to happen if Dak gets nicked up because think about this: when's the last time Dak has played a full season? He hasn't, right? If you tell me I can take,
I give you that, but you want,
yes,
you want to sit me down and class
a 1,000,
break it down from bro.
1,000%. I'm 1,000. If you tell me that, okay, Dak goes down, I'm sick, right? But I still got CeeDee Lamb. I still got Michael Gallup. I still got Brandon Cooks. I still got Tony Pollard, right? You know, I still got Jalen Tolbert. I still got my defense intact, and you're just going to just plug in Trey Lance for Dak Prescott. I'm ready to go. Case in point, I'm going to be fully transparent.
He was in a system with mad weapons, too.
He just didn't get a lot of opportunity, bro. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt. So 22.
I'm just saying, in practice-wise, he got all them weapons. Like he had Kittle and McCaffrey, and like that, he's in a running system, and Shanahan trying to make it easy as possible for you.
So 2021, we're looking at it right now. I'm not sure if you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He played 5 games in 2021 because of injury, and then 2022 he played 2 games. So he just hasn't gotten the opportunity yet. You know what I'm saying? He's inexperienced. He's still a product. He's a work in progress. But
I agree with that.
But it's not like he's not talented, bro. He's literally super talented. He's super talented kid. That's why the 49ers they skyrocketed to go get him in that talented draft. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. Like potential wise, like I said, it might be there, and I think he's a project. I do. And I might be a little bit scorned from all of the hate I had to deal with last year and the year before last with the whole he's better than Dak, and now he's like our third string quarterback.
Oh,
so it might be some personal disdain for him.
Yeah, you got to let go. He's ours now.
I'm being completely honest with you because you know we chop it up.
Yeah.
But I really, like I said, I know if I know Tuck, like I know Tuck, I know you gonna put some film together.
Right. Oh yeah.
When you get a chance.
I might do it tonight.
I will come sit in the front of the class.
Oh yeah.
And I'll listen.
Yeah,
I won't be a hater. But right now, I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, y'all. Like
I will, but you know you're my dog, so I'll listen to open ears because maybe I'm just wrong. I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, like I'm telling you, bro, we are in a much better situation than we were. You know, at 2:00 today, because that was one of my things is that if Dak goes down, we have nobody that can really keep the ship alive. I feel like here, and I'm gonna be fully transparent, right? I'm gonna be.
Rush?
No, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not, bro. It's that offense, y'all. And my guy Sky had the numbers this morning, right? Our offense was not good.
It was bad.
It was horrible. Like I remember just
we were like 29th in the league.
Right. And so it's like I remember watching Cooper Rush, like even that Philly game, right? Even that Philadelphia Eagles. I was just hoping that we could get across the 50 to get in field goal range, to get some points on the board. Like it wasn't that. Now, let's take it this year. Unfortunately, Dak Prescott goes down. I'm sick. I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking things over, right? But it's going to be out for 3 games. We have Trey Lance, but we have everything still intact. We're going to Philly. I'm confident as hell. I
will say this. He presents something that we ain't got.
Yeah. He can be our Jalen Hurts.
I'm glass half full because you're my dog, and I'm usually the opposite.
That's why I had to check, bro. Like I had to double check because DMV called in. He's excited. Like I said, I stopped everything I was doing, bro, because I was like, it was too good to even believe. That's why I thought it was cap. I thought it was a fake.
But look, I'm not mad at the trade. I was confused. I ain't never said I was mad at it. and I'm not hating on Trey Lance as far as the project part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to hear anything about, Dak better not miss a throw. Like I'm not.
But here's the thing, bro. No matter who we would have got, we could have got you as a backup quarterback. It was going to be there regardless. You know what I'm saying?
That's going to happen. Skip come back on Monday.
That's why I said Skip coming back on. It's a 2 hour. It's a 2 hour segment. It's a 2 or 3 hour segment, bro. Like he's kicking off with that, right?
Just gave him.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like let's say for instance, right? Like y'all see how Dorian Thompson is playing out in Cleveland, right? DTR from UCLA, the rookie, is playing out in Cleveland. If he was doing that in Dallas, it was going to be loud as hell anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be loud regardless. Whenever you talk about people just need someone to. They made it loud with Cooper Rush. They made it loud with Cooper.
They want to move on from that.
Yeah,
so you're right.
Yeah, so the media, the circus.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, the media, the circus, the hate, the everything going on was going to happen regardless. If it was if it was Jameis Winston, it would have been loud. They did it with Andy Dalton. It was loud. Andy Dalton versus Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Like versus Dak Prescott.
I asked my stream that.
Yeah.
If Jameis Winston walked through the door right now, would you take him or Trey Lance?
Trey Lance. And I'm a Florida State fan.
Bro, you gotta show. Y'all
know where my heart resides. Y'all know I'm a Florida State fan to the fullest, and I love Jameis Winston. He brought me a national championship.
I rock with Winston.
Yeah,
I feel like he'd be getting overhated on.
Bro, if people couldn't handle 17 interceptions from Dak Prescott, they couldn't handle 30 from Jameis Winston.
That 30 would have broke us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, nah, bro.
That 30 would have broke our family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They couldn't handle 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I love Jameis Winston, but if I had to go quarterback, I'm going Trey Lance. I'm telling you, this kid has tremendous upside.
You don't see anything bad with the fact that he couldn't beat out Darnold?
No, because honestly, he probably could beat out Darnold. This was going to give him an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for their standpoint, you know that Brock Purdy is your guy. That's your guy. He went to the NFC Championship game, signed, sealed, and delivered. He's cheaper, right? So he brought in Sam Darnold, who's a quality guy, quality backup. Like, honestly, you're trying to get out of Trey Lance what you got. He was trade bait. He was trade. You wasn't going to have him just as a backup. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get something, and obviously there were so many teams around the league picking up the phone, calling for him, Trey Lance never stood a chance to get the starting job back. He never was going to have a chance.
I'm going to make you, DMV, and whoever else, if DMV still listening, I'm going to make y'all a promise. And if anybody jumped over there from my show, look, I still feel like I feel.
Right.
But I'm gonna wait because I know you, I know DMV, and I know everybody else they're gonna get the film out. Y'all gonna break it down. If y'all sway me, I will be because I'm gonna do a show tomorrow.
Right.
I'll be the first to apologize and say I see it differently.
Yeah.
I don't see it right now. I gotta literally see it because that's what happened to Terrence Steele. He brought me along. Terrence Steele, I believe it. It was that he had like a 7-game stretch where I was like, all right.
Well, here's the fun part, bro. Knock on wood. If everything goes how it should, you shouldn't even get to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not like we're getting him to be the star.
See what you see to give you the confidence, because I don't see that.
Okay, to give you the confidence that he's better than Cooper Rush.
I need to just. He ain't going. We didn't trade it for him. He on this team.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But right now, I see him as a more long-term project than you do. Is my point. I don't know if I want him coming in.
I feel like he's. I mean, but he's not.
I really feel like I would just go and bring Cooper back in.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like he's a drastic upgrade over Cooper Rush, and that's why I'm excited.
Yeah, a drastic one.
He's a drastic upgrade, bro. He's
ready, bro.
He's a drastic upgrade over Cooper. Like Cooper, bro. We saw them games, bro. Cooper Rush was not good.
You talking about like ceiling? Are we talking about just?
I'm talking about everything. The only thing that Cooper Rush has over Trey Lance is knowing the offense. He doesn't have a better arm. He's not more accurate. He doesn't have better arm strength. He definitely doesn't have better legs and athleticism. Like the only thing that
what about accuracy though? Because
he's more. He would be accurate in a simplified offense. Cooper Rush wasn't accurate, y'all. Cooper Rush wasn't accurate. Cooper Rush isn't accurate.
I mean, you're probably right.
You know what I'm saying? So Trey Lance poses a bigger threat for a defensive coordinator than Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? Because think about.
I know he got a. I know one thing. I know Trey Lance can throw far. I know he can run fast. I don't know how shifty he is, like elusiveness.
I'll give you this one, right? If this was the NFL draft and we're doing a mock draft, right? And you have Trey Lance sitting in there out of college, and you have Jalen Hurts sitting there out of college. More than likely, 99% of people would go towards Trey Lance from the skill set aspect.
Okay, now you got to put that in your video because I need to.
But I'm saying just from a skill, like I said, bro, there was a reason. I'm just talking about
draft score.
That's what I'm saying. If this was a draft, right, and we had a mock draft, and we had Trey Lance, and you had Jalen Hurts, and not knowing what Jalen Hurts is right now, and your list is kind of going to the college, you would have Trey. There's a reason why, bro. You remember how.
That's some heavy talk, though, Chuck.
But listen, bro. Listen.
I ain't mad at you.
But listen.
That's some powerful stuff.
But it's the truth, though. You know what I'm saying? And like my guy Martin says, the West Coast offense. You remember that 2021 draft class, bro? That was Pitts. That was Micah. That was Trevor Lawrence. That was that was Patrick Surtain. Like you remember Rashawn Slater. The 49ers moved up to get this kid Trey Lance. They
gave up wild people
to get him. So that's what I'm saying. And the reason why is because the talent and the upside. That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? The talent and the upside.
But it just don't like to trade 3 pick first and to move off of him. I feel like that's just a detrimental thing. Like he must have just not been able to do nothing.
No,
that's how I feel.
It wasn't that he wasn't able to do nothing. He got hurt, bro. He was hurt.
I know he got hurt.
Yeah.
But he's back healthy, right?
Yeah, he's back healthy, but you just found a diamond in the rough guy who was a 7th round pick.
Do you think they'll trade Coop then?
Who?
Because they were saying that in my chat. They said trade Rush or cut Rush and save the money.
Bro, they can cut Rush. I think they can save. Well, I think someone posted $10 million. Bro, there's no trade value for Cooper Rush. Nobody wanted him when Cooper Rush was on the market. Nobody made him no offers.
No, you're right. You hung out. Yeah. You just came right back.
Came right back. Yeah. There's no market for Cooper. Now, after all the games and the magical run that Cooper Rush went on last year, there would have been teams chopping at the bit to get him. Nobody did. Remember, Cooper Rush was brought in by Jason Garrett to New York, and Jason Garrett even let him go.
I'm not saying immediately because Trey don't know the offense, and the season's about to start too quick.
So $2 million will save by cutting Rush.
I'm just saying, do you think it's possible at a time they'll cut him?
I think they probably will.
Or is it one of those things where, like, I hate to get all contractual on your show. It's one of those things where you got to cut them before the season starts because it becomes guaranteed or something like that. I don't know.
No, according to the check, I think if you cut them, before the final 53, you save $2 million, and then you can probably re-sign Cooper Rush and have him as your third string quarterback, and he doesn't count towards the 53. So they might do something like that with Cooper Rush and kind of have him as your practice squad third quarterback and bring him on.
I will say this, roster building wise, this looks like you're gonna cut Cooper. It just don't look like you got confidence in Cooper Rush.
Right. That's.
I will say that.
That's what it was, bro. It wasn't about Dak Prescott, which people are going to make it. It's about Cooper Rush and Will Greer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I told my stream, and anyone that's listening, you know what I'm saying. If you can, there's no one that can look me in the face and say that I should be worried about Dak losing his job to Trey Lance. I'm not trying to hear that.
I mean, the only
not right now.
I mean, the only way, like I said, there's 2 ways that Dak Prescott can lose his job. If Dak Prescott just falls off the planet of the earth and he comes with all these haters are saying that he is, then there's a possibility. Or if Dak Prescott
obviously.
Right. Or if Dak Prescott gets hurt.
That's me just acting like that's not possible.
Right. Or Dak Prescott gets hurt and Trey Lance pulls a Dak Prescott on Dak Prescott. So it could happen. You know what I'm saying? It could happen.
No, I've seen that. If Dak gets hurt, all bets are off.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But
I have to root for Trey.
Right, but it's not.
And Trey is I'm going to root for him.
Right. It's not a competition as of right now. It's not like, oh man, Dak has to really pick it up because they're going back and forth.
I told my chat, I said if Dak got hurt, and I said if Dak and Coop got hurt and Trey had to start, I wouldn't be confident.
See, and that's where we split.
That was me earlier.
That's where we split. That's where we split.
That's where we differ.
Yeah, that's where we differ. Because honestly, like
look,
granted,
like I said,
right.
I'm gonna be open.
Yeah, granted, I don't
Let me
want.
ask you this.
I don't want Dak to get hurt, but if Dak gets hurt, the season's still afloat in my eyes. It depends on who. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still afloat. It's still afloat.
Hypothetically, let's just do worst case scenarios because I know you're gonna keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
We go through this whole year. Let's just say 12-5 again. Let's do worst case scenario. 12-5 again. Great wild card game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Divisional round, or we get the first one and we lose, and it's on Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Trey taking this spot.
They're going to consider it. Depends on what they see for Trey. They absolutely are. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what. Because I like to just get to, because you know what everybody's thinking. Like, how could he take his spot?
Right.
Especially people that don't like that.
So if you're one of those Dak haters,
like, well, what's the worst case scenario?
If you're a Dak hater looking to get Dak out of there and Trey be the guy like the caller we just had that was calling, then it would have to be Dak falls off the. He turns into Jameis Winston. He's 30 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? He just can't get it right. He gets injured. He gets Dak Prescott. Or in the previous seasons, we get to the wild card, and let's say we got a loaded team and we have a home divisional game versus the Giants, and all of a sudden Dak plays horrible and we get packed up. Then they kind of say like, okay, could we get here with this guy, right? But I'll say this: I don't want it to happen, Rome. But if it happened, let's say, for instance, God forbid, something happens to Dak right before we go to the playoffs and we got a divisional game in the playoffs or a wild card game in the playoffs, but everybody's still there and we got Trey Lance, I'm still good. So if my confidence in Cowboys is a 10, right, with Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott goes down,
there. I watched them carry a whole team without a quarterback, really.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We saw them carry Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? They can carry Trey Lance, and all Trey Lance has to be, and I know they watch our channel, they ain't gonna hate to hear this. He has to be Jalen Hurts. Simplify the offense, get the ball at your hands quick, get to CeeDee Lamb, get to Tony Pollard, and get out the way. Run the RPO, right? You know what I'm saying? Run the RPO. Use your momentum. Use the play action. Use the run game. Like, you can do all those things. Cooper Rush isn't a threat with the RPO. Cooper Rush isn't a threat on the scramble. Yeah.
But I see. I mean, it's Dakota. I can't. I get it. It's not about Dak, bro. But you, as a Cowboys fan, you should be jumping on couches right now. You honestly should, bro. You honestly should. You have swayed me to the. At least I can see him being more viable than I thought before. I still ain't. I gotta see it. You gotta show me some film or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, there's tons of other quarterbacks.
I know you're in the middle of a show.
Because
I'm waiting. No, because you gonna break it out.
Because you know how I felt, bro, about Cooper Rush and Will Greer. I was trying to get Wentz, and the Cowboys just didn't want him because, you know what I'm saying, because of the Eagles thing. But that was never happening. Out of everybody. Right. but Wentz would have been an upgrade.
You did say you wanted Wentz.
I would have took Wentz, bro. I would have took Wentz. I would have took Andy Dalton back. Like, I just don't believe in Cooper Rush or Will Greer.
Shit, we would have took, me and you done talked about this. We would have took Cam.
Right. Cam Newton. So here you go, Rome. Here's your mini Cam Newton with a lot more younger upside. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you talk heavy.
There you go.
Mini Cam Newton?
I mean, a mini Cam. I mean, he's still a work in progress, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'll say this, right?
Nah,
yeah. So if you look at Trey Lance and you look at Anthony Richardson, they almost got the identical skill set.
Now that's a comp.
They have identical skills.
Richardson is really built like him.
Right. They're really young players.
How big is Trey Lance?
So Trey Lance is 6'4", 224. They got him listed. 6'4", 224. Yeah. He's not as physical.
You know what it is, Tuck? Because I know you, and I'm like, why is Tuck so confident? It's throwing me off. I didn't expect you to be. I thought you was gonna lie me either.
Nah, bro.
You sound like kind of like nah.
I'm good, bro. I'm like I said. This was so good to be true. Like, I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was playing Madden, chilling, and I got 1,000 phone calls. Like, all right, bro, y'all trolling me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And I was like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh hell yeah, bro. Like you said, bro. Like, the Ravens were after him. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings, the way I feel. Like, there was quality teams on the phone trying to get Trey Lance.
I ain't see that part.
Yeah.
The Ravens was after
the Ravens with Lamar Jackson and two quarterbacks that, you know what I'm saying, like, are quality, were picking up the phone trying to get to Trey Lance. The Cowboys beat them to it.
That's kind of weird because what's a good backup quarterback?
That's what I'm saying. But everyone knows, like, Trey Lance, like I said, bro, is quality. And if the 49ers are really going to
you're looking at it, all right, look, you're looking at it like he's legitimately a better back. Like, you're looking at it like this. Like, I'm trying to speak for you for a second. You're looking at it like
he's a better. We just improved our backup quarterback situation.
A locked-in backup quarterback option. Like, you're not talking about the development like me.
I mean, the development will be there,
bro. You feel way more secure about this season than I'm talking about backup quarterback-wise than you did before.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. I feel it like, so when you say, how can he help us this year? I am like, he helped us tremendously with this move. The like my guy just said, the quarterback room has just been upgraded. Boom, just like there. And that was a huge concern for me because I was like, the one thing that can really ruin this great season, how we're feeling, if Dak pulled a hamstring or Dak had a calf injury, has to miss 3 to 4 to 5 games, you know what I'm saying? With the division being a lot better and it's going to be a lot tighter than it was last year, we might have to go win in the trenches and our schedule being a lot tougher. I don't think Cooper Rush is going to win those games.
Right.
You know?
You're right about look, I know everybody probably like, you flip-flopping. I'm not. I was confused earlier.
Just talking it out, yeah.
Confused because I mean, I will tell you this, as somebody I talk to about football like daily, the confidence is like, it's like I don't see it. Now you got me intrigued.
Yeah, you'll see it, bro. Like,
I thought we would have been on the same. I've spent too much time being like, yo, Trey Lance just ain't it.
Nah. I mean,
that's true to form. Like, if you asked me this morning if Trey Lance is still a 49er, and you asked me, is Trey Lance good? I would say no. Why can't he beat out Sam Darnold? That would be a true statement. So now that he got a star on his helmet, I can't just be like, well, I was lying.
Right.
I got to see it, and then I'll feel like, okay, now I've seen it, and I can give you a legitimate reason. I feel like it'll be corny for me to be like, nah, well, now you're a Cowboy. I was just lying, because that ain't how I give it up.
Right. But like I said, the whole
I want to see y'all breakdown because I know y'all gonna explain it to me, and then I got confidence y'all gonna be able to sway me. Because you DMV, like, I'm like, yo, why they confident? Why I'm not confident?
Because it's 1,000% upgrade over Super Rush, bro. It's over. Like I'm telling you, it's trust me, it's an upgrade over what we had, and that's why I'm confident.
Fantasizing this 4-1.
And here's the thing.
And I know he was bad.
It's not just me saying it. The Cowboys said that they need to upgrade the quarterback position. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's what I'm excited about. Is that we knew they need to upgrade the quarterback room. Right, I saw it. Everyone else saw it. We saw Will Grier in preseason. We've seen Cooper Rush in preseason.
So struggling in camp?
Huh?
Not Grier. Cooper Rush struggled this year.
Cooper Rush struggles every camp. Cooper Rush. Will Grier had a better. Will
like, where's this confidence with Cooper Rush?
Yeah, Will Grier had a better camp than Cooper Rush did last year. But Cooper Rush was brought back because he knows the system. But guess what, Cowboys Nation? It's a new system. Get that Kellen up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get that Kellen up out of here. This is Magic Mike. You know what I'm saying? Magic Mike says, listen, I want a quarterback. Listen, I'm the offensive coordinator. Everybody's going to be putting all the aim on me. Nah, load me up. I know I kind of got through with the skin of my teeth with Cooper Rush. I ain't doing that again. Got Trey Lance.
I will say this, though. Mike knows that success of this year this is his job on the line.
Right.
Mike not playing that Dak got a cast.
Right.
He not playing.
Right.
I will say that.
Right.
Now, like I said, I'm going to reserve the right, if that's cool with you.
Yeah.
To give it, let it marinate.
Sleep on it, bro.
I will.
Yeah, sleep on it.
You're showing like a weak apologizer.
Yeah,
my fault.
I mean, here's the thing. I wish he could play tomorrow. I doubt he's going to play tomorrow, but I feel like that would be the spark where people can kind of see it. But
if he played tomorrow and balled out, like I said, I just want to. That's the bad thing, Tuck. You're right. I would love for me to let us see a snap or two or hear. Like, I want to hear something.
Right.
Like, I don't want this to just be like, okay, we signed him, and then it gets buried, and I don't hear nothing until I got to wait till all the way next summer to see the development.
Nah, that won't be the case. That won't be the case.
I want something to give me, because like I said, Karen still, like, people sway you.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like, I can be in both directions. Like, I spent all, we let's use Boss Man. Kelvin Joseph as an example. 2 years ago, I'm beating Boss Man fat, he going to be a crazy lockdown corner. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of in-game experience and just certain different scenarios, I swung the pendulum too far in the other direction. That's just like a Boss Man probably going to get cut. But as you've been telling everybody, he's had a great camp.
Right.
He's probably not going nowhere. So get that out of your mind. And I just want to see, like right now, presently, immediately, I don't see the Trey Lance thing. But it ain't got nothing to do with Jerome's thoughts.
Right. Right.
It's all about what he put on the field. If he come and start showing up and balling, I'm not a person, and I'm not a person that's so dug into my thought process that I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt if he start playing good. He's a Cowboy. I want him to play well.
Right. I just feel like I just feel like if he got to the point, I highly doubt you would sit back saying, "Man, we would have won that game if that was Cooper Rush instead." You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I can say that. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. Is like
I will say that. I think I'm so nervous about. It's kind of like what you want. I want ultimate success this year.
Right.
And my thought process is he's so bad, I wouldn't have confidence if he came into the game.
Yeah.
What you're telling me is don't be nervous because there's a way to make him successful. Kind of like what the Eagles fans will take this as a slight. Jalen Hurts ain't a drop back, throw it 35 times type quarterback.
Okay,
the system is what makes him.
Okay, so
like no disrespect. Well, maybe he's developed. He's developed past that, but at the starting point of his career 2 years ago, not the Super Bowl run, but when he first started. They had a specific system put in for Hurts to have success. Now he's developed and became a better passer. I'm not going to take that from him. You feel me?
So he developed, right?
Hurts can definitely throw the ball.
He developed, and they gave it, and they put him a system that matched his skill set, and he developed, right? See.
So I'm trying to roll what you're saying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So there we go, bro. But hey, my guy, I appreciate you, man. For those hearing you for the first time, man, let everybody know they can find you, my guy.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't took over his show.
No, you good, bro. I wanted y'all to call in. I was going to pipe, you know what I'm saying? I was going to bring y'all in, but it's like this is either just call in, like it's kind of improv.
I'm going to hang up and listen, but I appreciate you bringing me over to the side, bro.
All right, my guy. I appreciate you, man. That's my brother, man. Rome CFT, man. Definitely give him a follow, man. But listen, Cowboys Nation, like I said, it's going to be a lot of low-hanging fruit, a lot going on. Ignore it. Be excited. Excited, right? Be excited. That would, like my guy just said, if Purdy goes down again, all these 49ers have is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, you know what I'm saying? Imagine the week 5 when we're playing Sam Darnold, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But a lot of football. Play tomorrow versus the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a morning show before the game kicks off. I'm not even sure what time the game kicks off tomorrow, but we'll definitely probably go live tomorrow. I'm about to get back. I'm about to eat my ramen noodles and relax a bit, man. But I appreciate y'all. But like I said, Cowboys Nation, you should be excited about what this team is doing currently and getting Trey Lance. And like I said, it's going to be definitely fun here. And enjoy it. Ignore the circus, and let's have fun, man. And my guys, Trey said, good. I appreciate the super chat. Says, good call, Rome. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Sam seeing ghost. Imagine Sam out there versus Micah Parsons and all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. But like I said, we're going to be good, man. But I appreciate y'all. I said, Rome. See, Rome didn't take over the show, y'all. This is what happens anytime me and Rome, like I might call Rome, and that's what we do all the time. Like I'll call Rome. I called him today. We talked for like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like every time me and Rome get on the phone or get together, we just start talking. We were like, we need to go live. That's what we do, man. So appreciate y'all, man. The game's tomorrow at 8 p.m. So yeah, we'll probably go live before the game kicks off. Maybe we'll try to watch it live. I don't know. Y'all know I really don't live stream during games, but it's the third preseason game. Ain't much going on besides Hunter Luke Key watch. So we'll watch a few things. Maybe we might live stream throughout the game. I'll let y'all know, man. But yeah, I'm about to go get some food, man. I'm starving. Like I said, I'm still sore, man. I'm still in pain. But someone said it's about 2 weeks. So next week, hopefully I should be back because this ain't it, y'all. But I appreciate you all, man. Once again, the Diggs Island shirts, they are in store. I just restocked them, Diggs Island shirts, but use the code CFO GANG to get 10% off. They're selling fast, so I had to go restock, but they're all back uploaded, man. So go get your 1, go get your 2, go get your 15. Appreciate y'all's support. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.